Horizons, everyone. I'm your host, King Crucial the Great. This is the Table of Greatness. I want everybody to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to stay updated on recent episodes. And today we have our host, King Chaos the Great. Welcome to the stage, brother.
Yo, what's happening, everybody?
All right. So to give y'all a rundown on the weekend, it's been a pretty active weekend. Chaos, number one, what you got for me?
The first thing that seems to come up is this heated exchange between Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Elon Musk. We've been kind of cheering on Elon, even though we're not really keen on his personal decisions or whatnot. But but it seems as if there's been a lot of what they call infighting involving Mr. Musk, and so I'm about to set up the share screen real quick. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Say no more. I was definitely getting on that.
oh yeah, I'm all with you, boy. Yeah, is it up? Do you see it? Look good.
Yeah, you good.
You see it? It's up. Oh, there you go. Boom.
White House. In his very first cabinet meeting on the 26th of February, the American President Donald Trump watched a volley of angry exchanges between the billionaire advisor Elon Musk and the Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Days later, the American president is now saying that the cabinet secretaries will have the final say on staffing and policy at their agencies. Now, Donald Trump, remember, had called for a meeting of his cabinet secretaries to discuss Elon Musk's efforts to slash the government spending and personnel numbers. But according to media reports, the meeting turned very heated, with Elon Musk even accusing the Secretary of State Marco Rubio failing to cut enough staff.
He's doing a great job. Great job. He's doing it.
Now, the American Secretary of State said that the tech billionaire was not considering the 1,500 State Department officials who took early retirement and buyouts, even adding a sarcastic jab if those people were to be hired again. So, to show that they are fired could be made into them being fired again. Now, the billionaire also clashed with the Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy on whether the DOGE task force had tried to lay off air traffic controllers who were already in short supply in the Federal Aviation Administration. Now, Duffy's department has been under scrutiny for multiple airline crashes during his rather short term so far. He spoke in defense of air traffic controllers, some of whom he said Musk's aides were trying to fire. The heated exchange even forced Donald Trump to intervene.
All right, pause it real quick. All right, so we got to do that periodically. All right, run us down real quick what you done process from that.
Basically, what's going on is there's a little bit of difference in understanding as far as how severe the cut should be, and so I feel like everybody's kind of blaming Elon for how things are being done, when really his advice or audit just brings the information where the failures are. It's really up to these directors and managerial people to uh, implement these plans. And so, if anybody feels like these cuts or adjustments for efficiency are a problem, they they're just really pointing the finger at Musk. He's really not the decision maker. He's really just the one finding the problems. He's and his advice for fixing the issues is totally up to the discretion of the people in charge in these departments to execute these things. It really seems to be a bunch of bull crap as far as like even Mr. Rubio kind of picking a fight with Musk instead of like uh, engaging with the parties that are truly to blame when it comes to how these things are being handled a little harsher than what most of us are saying is necessary.
Hmm, I agree. So you would say that Elon's doing a pretty good job with the
I mean,
power position that he has right now, right?
my understanding is he is just telling people where the shortcomings are. This is cool. This is cool. This is cool. This is not. I I don't think he's actually doing anything other than analyzing. Him and his team are just analyzing the data that's in front of him, and then he's just making suggestions based on his experience as a businessman. So, like, as far as he's doing what he's known for doing and still doing it, he's doing great.
I agree. While we're on Mr. Elon, first topic I had on my docket was the Starship exploding March
Mm,
7th.
yes,
Did you peep that?
yes. I seen it. Um, what's your reaction to the incident?
Intriguing because that made me look up how many Starlink ships or devices, satellites, whatever, has failed, and in a whopping 120 in January in 2025. Starlink satellites re-enter Earth's atmosphere, disintegrating as they burn up during the re-entry. The increase in frequency of such incidents is raising concerns amongst scientists and environmentalists about the impact of these satellites on the atmospheric pollution. So
Um,
that was just that
I,
was just in 1 month alone, 120.
hold on, my bad. That's for the next clip. My bad. No, I think that's bull crap. The pollution thing is total bull crap because when it gets burned up in the atmosphere, what's left?
Regardless, okay. So here's my perspective on this. Right, that was in January, bro.
Yeah. All right. Another thing. This dude is this company. Let's stop talking about the individual. This company is producing spacecraft. They are working on developing spacecraft. If all of it works and we never hear about anything crashing, I can't believe it. So me seeing a company with testing failures makes absolute complete sense.
Okay, so at what point should it become a concern for everyday civilians? I mean, like
No,
that's
no,
an insane amount. Okay, bro,
no.
the
It's like
amount.
this.
Okay, go ahead.
How it's
Project your
like a
thought.
lab, science lab. They're experimenting. So yeah, and if they're trying to expand or like overperform, this stuff is gonna blow up. And no lives have been lost. Nobody was injured. What's up?
Okay, so even when you're shipping a rocket out and sending it into space, the fumes, that's pollution, bro.
Uh-huh.
In the even in the immediate atmosphere, bro.
I mean, I don't want to sound
120
insensitive.
re-entered the atmosphere from space. 120 of them. Now I'm not saying like that's pollution. That's we that's in the upper atmosphere. We don't even breathe that up there. I don't even think it's a fact. But what do I know? I'm not a geologist. I'm not a scientist, right? Which is raising the concerns for them.
Right.
So for
So I'm saying,
them being to be concerned,
uh-huh.
you have to take okay, what could this problem, really affect? Because whether you admit it or not, 120 of anything falling out of its positions where they're supposed to be in 1 month is insane, bro.
I mean, again, I ain't really tripping, but if we want to deal with a pollution problem, let's handle the Amazon rainforest. I mean,
Or
if we just want to pick on uh, environmental issue to put our energy into,
or what caused them to crash, bro? What caused them to leave orbit?
it that I mean, listen, we can go call conspiracy and say that Uncle Sam said something to
Is there
Elon.
a orbit?
Not Uncle Sam could have said something to Elon about some, or how about he even created devices that were supposed to at some point deteriorate and come up out of space instead of leaving them up in orbit useless. Which I
Mm.
would rather burn up in the atmosphere than just be around us. What are we trying to do? Create a coat around us? You know how many times that the
Mm.
scientists have said that it's dangerous for it. It would be dangerous for like spacecraft to like come and visit because of all the spacecraft we got. So like
Right.
I'm
And there's no
again,
reports of any of the, pieces falling and making landfall.
boom. It sounds like everything is burnt up. And if that's an environmental issue for the atmosphere, then we either need to deal with the fossil fuel that we burn in the vehicles all across the planet, or the rainforest being destroyed, or there. I mean, there's so many other causes that should go before
Bro,
that.
bro. I'm gonna give you two guesses, right?
Hmm.
Get crazy. I'm gonna give you two guesses. How many Starlink satellites do you think there is and currently in orbit right now?
1,200,
One more guess.
15,000.
Half of that.
Oh dang. Well, I mean,
7,086 satellites in orbit right now.
right. Which makes sense based on the goal, which is a communication network, global communication network. Right. That's the purpose of those devices, correct?
Bro, do you know how massive that is, bro?
How massive would it? Doesn't it? It needs to even be a little larger for him to actually achieve the goal of a global, reliable network.
But how reliable could it be when you just had 120 of them and we don't know why they fell out of orbit?
Right. And so let's say version one falls out the sky. Like maybe every version falls out the sky on schedule, so that the new ones that go up aren't just continuing to crowd. Maybe
So
they're
you're
just
thinking that it's on purpose.
right.
Interesting. Oh, that's what I have for that one. I'm gonna let you go and take
Because
the next talking
yeah,
point.
he's a yeah, I think he's smart enough to think ahead on that stuff there. And he's actually one of the people that has mentioned the issue with all the space junk. So I don't think he would add to it. That's one of the guys I don't think would mention the issue and then add to it. That just doesn't seem to be in his MO. You wanted me to keep him play, or we're gonna go to the
You know
next
what
one?
the goal is? Oh, you can hit play, bro. My bad.
What the goal is what?
How many satellites is projected to take?
How many?
Approximately 42,000.
I mean, yeah, that's it. See, like I said, if the goal is a global communication network, it has to be complete. And complete means a lot. To cover the globe, you got to have, a network that's like a net, literally covering the planet. You can't do that with 7,000. You need that 10. Yeah, man, I understand. It makes sense to me.
I get it. Make okay. Next talking point. We gonna spend too much time on that one. Let's go. What you got next, bro?
Next talking point. Secret Service had an incident near the White House the other early was it yesterday, I think.
Okay.
14 hours ago. Um Nothing real, really big deal. It's kind of weird. Secret Service says armed man in confrontation near White House. Suicidal man shot near White House. Secret Service shoots man near White House. The headlines are kind of, you know, tailored to this. Secret
Catch your
Service
attention.
says it shot a armed man near the White House after a confrontation. U.S. Secret Service shoots armed man, their White House agent says. You know what I'm saying? It's not a whole lot of information.
As it probably wouldn't be.
Couple of little details. Armed
Mm.
confrontation, suicidal man. You know what I'm saying? Just little weirdness going on. Then we got of course we had Uncle Donald critiquing Zelensky and his bogusness again. Got a TikTok video. We got a TikTok video. Hold on.
Oh, Donald Trump. Ukraine report 264 Russian drone attacks in the 48 hours amid Trump aid freeze. Trump responds, that's what any other country would do.
Don is stupid.
Bro, man, that's so real though. Like, come on now. Like, ain't like y'all ain't at war. Like,
Right.
come on now, bro. Put that on Donnie now, cause your ass came here, got bougie with us. Went back with your tail tucked and got bombed on. That's crazy. Drones done changed the war completely. That's crazy work, bro. 264 drones. That's crazy.
Right. Look at this.
I
Look
got
at
you.
this.
Have you said thank you once this entire meeting? No. Have you said thank you once this entire meeting? No, in this entire meeting, have you said thank you?
I thank every American family. I thank President Biden and both parties.
I'm very thankful to American people.
Thanks you, your team, Congress.
I'd like to thank America and our partners for the support.
And I'm very grateful to all Americans.
We deeply appreciate that Ukraine and America have stood side by side.
Thanks so much, Mr. President. Thank you for invitation. So thank you very much.
You got to be more thankful because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards, but without us, you don't have any cards.
I mean, he could just carry around a boombox with Andrew Gold's "Thank you for being a friend." That's all he's been doing. He's been saying, "Thank you, America. Thank you, America. Thank you, America. Thank you, America."
For real, like America done paid them bills over there, boy. Sent them boys all kind of military equipment.
I mean,
X amount of dollars. That's great. Yeah, thank you is the very. He should be saying thank you in his sleep. Thank you, America. He should be snoring that shit, bro.
I mean, every time he breathes,
I would.
I mean, he kind of has to deal with a leader like what we got. I mean,
and you want to know what's crazy, bro? This is what baffles me, bro. They throw 350 billion at another country like that when that money alone, not even half, bro, not even a quarter of that amount would be able to fix three major problems that the U.S. have, which is homelessness, starvation, and there's one more. There's one more I'm forgetting. Education. But yeah, that's what baffles me. And I don't know. I guess that's when you go to look at, the leaders and the people in positions that make these things happen, right? And with that being said, what you got up over? They say Trump said that a government shutdown could be possible.
What I got up right here is Mr. Kennedy, Senator Kennedy, having a little bit of a issue with the crackdown combating anti-Semitism in the White House or Congress. I'm not exactly sure where this is coming from. This is kind of new to me, but it seems to have drawn a little bit of attention here in the last 6 hours.
Oh yeah, I had ran across it. I didn't look too much into it.
Many of our students come to us because they are struggling with coping with.
I can't see that far.
Racklin.
Mr. Racklin, I understood you to say that the in answer to Senator Durbin's question, the spending reductions, reducing the federal budget would increase anti-Semitism. Isn't that what you said?
No, I did not. I said that the constant threats to cut money to the Office for Civil Rights and the Department of Education prevents the federal government from adequately investigating anti-Semitism and other hate crimes on college campuses.
So you think one way to stop anti-Semitism is to give people more money? Is that
I
right?
think one of the ways is to actually fund people that are actually designed to investigate anti-Semitism on college campuses.
What's there to investigate? We see it.
We see
We
it,
saw
but
it.
just
Did you watch television? Did you see what happened at Columbia?
absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, it was clear to me that the administration at Columbia and most members of the faculty believe passionately in diversity, equity, inclusion, and the right to hurt Jews. That's what I saw. Isn't that what you saw?
I saw.
Wait, what?
Isn't that what you saw?
I saw protesters against the war in Gaza and them using.
Did he say the right to hurt Jews?
Yeah, that's what I thought I heard. Well, that took a turn quick.
Isn't that what you saw?
I saw protesters.
Isn't that what you saw?
I saw protesters.
In diversity, equity, inclusion, and the right to hurt Jews. That's what I saw. Isn't that what you saw?
I saw.
Isn't that what you saw?
I saw protesters against the war in Gaza and them using some anti-Semitic slogans and thoughts. I would say, however, that it's hard. I would say,
isn't that
however,
what you're telling me?
that it's
That's not what you
difficult
saw.
For
You're
the
telling.
federal
Now, don't get
government
off
to
the
invest-
subject
No,
on
I'm
me
not.
now.
I'm
You're telling me
difficult.
that's not what you saw.
I'm telling you that it is difficult for the federal government to adequately address the issue of anti-Semitism.
Are you telling
without
me
appropriate
the
resources.
Columbia administration and the faculty was supportive of the Jewish community?
I think that they are
You
trying
need to
find
stop dipping into your ketamine stash.
into what. Excuse me.
You said what?
Now, if we're going to solve this problem, we need to talk about it. And it wasn't just at Columbia; it was at Berkeley, it was at UCLA, it was at Bernard, and Columbia has a history of discriminating against Jewish people. They used to refuse to let Jewish students come to their university. Now you can try to bubble wrap this, but that's what I saw. If you want to stop a lot of the anti-Semitism, maybe we need to stop teaching kids to be anti-Semitic.
Sir, I would relish that opportunity.
Let me ask you a question.
Oh boy.
Oh, he on one, huh?
Yeah, but because at first, okay, so it threw me off what he said, but the point he was making is the fact that they have the right not to like the Jews as much as the rest of the world has the right to love the Jews.
That's true.
So we cannot lose the truth in translation.
I get that.
But that, That
So they're saying
there,
Trump economic policies is struggling because of the transition and the Department of Government Efficiency audit, and it's taking a toll on the market. And they're saying it's a direct effect or a direct representation of Trump's policies and this and that. I'll read the article so you could get it. President Trump acknowledged potential economic challenges, including a possible recession and rising inflation stemming from his trade tariffs. He emphasized these measures as transitional steps towards achieving economic goal and restoring wealth to America. Concurrently, the U.S. was added to Civicus Monitor watch list, indicating concerns over rapid decline in civic freedoms. So what stands out to me and what I agree with is that he emphasized that these measures are transitional steps toward achieving economic goals and restoring wealth to America. With that line, I agree, because with anything when building, it's going to take initial investment, right?
right,
So the initial investment for us right now is the audit,
right,
right?
because that's
Which
where we
is going
find the money.
exactly. And that's my perspective on that one. So I get it. Yeah, the markets are going to take hits. Certain companies are going to take hits because they're probably the ones getting audited.
Okay, so the 2 points I have on that
All right.
would be as an amateur stock analyzer, just from my own personal knowledge. I would say uh, this is good because the market needs a down to go up. But this is not going to be a crash because this is a finding of problems and bettering of all involved type situation.
Right.
So when you better, sometimes you have to kind of adjust. You got to cut away some people, realign some things, and during those times, you're not as productive as you would like to be. But then after that, then you're super productive, and then we get a spike. So just based on how the flow, up and down flow of stocks works, if we just look at how that works, the economy should benefit from this downtrend and should spike up quite beautifully in the near future. And because it's not as traumatic or dramatic as, say, a market crash, then this should be a longer, more smooth rise to profits that should last longer instead of a crash and then a huge spike up and then a long swoop down, dragging it out to come swoop back up slowly later on. I believe this is a more beneficial flow for the economy at the time.
So I agree, of course. What is the Civicus Monitor watch list? That caught my attention.
I am not familiar with that.
So I'm going to look it up. Civicus.
All right. My second point to the article would be if we look at everything that we've learned from history, the country is being run like a company for the first time, in my understanding. And this has been something needed to happen a long time because every document that is involved in the foundation of everything we understand is business related. And so for us to be led by emotionally driven agendas has hurt us as a society.
That's
And
true.
for us to go this route with the very cut and dry, where is the money? And if you're not being a good steward of the money, you're going to get out. It's something is a principle we should have been following for a very long time. And so regardless of who the tools are and how evil they're deemed, this is a very necessary process.
And that's the symptoms of government that didn't have any accountability.
True. I totally agree.
And then you got, okay, so the Civicus Monitor watch list is the Global Civil Society Alliance constitutes an influential network of organizations at local, national, regional, and international levels that spans the spectrum of civil society. Civicus includes the following in its definition of civil society: civil society networks and organizations, trade unions, faith-based networks, professional associations, NGO capacity, development organizations, philanthropic foundations, and other funding bodies. So they seem like a pretty big deal. And they just recently put America, USA, on their watch list. Said the same article. Well, it can't be too big of a deal. It's my first time hearing about them tonight on our own research. So I'll just keep a watch out for them. Speaking of that, and progression, California Governor Gavin Newsom recent podcast addressed continuous issues such as the participation of biological males in girls' sports. He urged fairness and acknowledged the impact of such matters on Democratic Party's performance in the 2024 elections. Newsom's engagement with figures like Charlie Kirk suggests a potential shift in the party's strategy, aiming for a broader appeal and adaptability.
No comment.
Hey, it's on the headlines. I had to throw it out there, bro.
I'm trying not to get us banned so early in the season.
All right, say that then.
Yeah.
Okay, here'll go one for you.
Because you know
this ain't got nothing to do with America, so we should enjoy this one a little bit more. South Korea declared martial law, and Yoon got impeached in December 2024. It's the second impeachment since 2016.
I mean, at least they're using a democratic system to the full extent of his processes.
South Korea off the chain from what I see.
I mean, why not? Look at Ukraine. Ukraine is going to be the new South Korea if we're not careful.
Why you say that? Talk to me.
I mean, look at it. Russia's going to be North Korea.
All right.
Ukraine's going to be South Korea. We're either going to start using up the land like we do and turn them cool like we did South Korea. You know what I'm saying? Or your boy Putin gonna run it up and try to run it back.
Yeah. Why would he not?
Like if Lil Kim over there, Lil short fat Kim over there, if he ever decided that he wanted to, if he ever got comfortable and ran the money up and really got backed by your boy Putin like he really feels like he deserves, he would go and reunite his country. Guaranteed.
Yeah, that's true.
They are cut from similar cloth. One just got flowers on it and the other one got bears on it.
Type shit. All right. Time to get into the universal laws segment of the episode. First universal law we have is the law of gratitude. All right, the law of gratitude. The more you give, the more you will receive. The more you assist others, the more you assist yourself. What you got for me?
I mean, appreciation is a humongous part of life, and appreciation is a humongous part of finding balance in life, especially for people who find a lot of negativity in their life. Uh, if you are able to receive a lot of negativity, you finding balance would mainly be you being able to produce or put out positive in order to find that balance of energy in your life. And so appreciation has a lot to do with finding that balance through the hard times, and also making sure you stay humble when things are real good, to keep from stumbling earlier than the plan. So, appreciation and gratitude and purpose, they all align in finding the perfect the balance of being a better person.
Beautifully put. I say, just be grateful. Be grateful for the bad times as much as the good. You know, simple. The next one I have is the law of fellowship. The more people gathered on the same vibrational frequency increases the power of it coming into fruition. What you got for me?
Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's, you know, and all falls within the alignment of purpose. Like this, you got to be able to maneuver, and that comes with it.
Right. So I got from that one, let's say you got 50 people. Say they all gathering simply to have a good time. If all 50 people have in their mind to have a good time, that's going to be a great experience for those 50 people that came seeking a good time. Now, let's say you got 51 and one came to have a bad time. You can make that experience a bad time for about 5 to 6, maybe 10 people.
Yeah. So also with this the fellowship, uh unity, and remembering that it was said with the story of Babel that if they are all unified, they can accomplish everything.
Yeah, it was said on the same vibrational frequency. It increases the power. So that's the gist of it. The last one we have of the day is the law of resistance. That which you resist, you draw to you. Resistance is fear.
I disagree.
Talk to me.
To find absolute balance, you're always resisting leaning too much in one direction.
Mm-hmm.
And so resistance can also be a regulator in order to help you tilt, in order to maintain that absolute balance. Once again, to find that peace, that center, so you can progress and find even those things that hurt you, and find how they are helping you.
So, being that I wrote it, I can't disagree. So, here's my perspective on that law in particular, right? The law of resistance is saying, like, have you ever been doing something right? Let's say you're driving down the street, right? And you're saying, damn, I hope they don't stop. I hope they don't stop. I hope they don't stop. Then they stop. You get what I mean? And then it actually happens. That's what I get from it. Like, the more you resist it, the more you fear something, the more power you give it to actually come into fruition. So let's say, damn, I don't want to go broke. I don't want to go broke. I don't want to go broke. You're going to go broke. That's basically what the law is putting out there. Unless you do take the precautionary measures to not. You know what I mean? So it's all about. This is basically just expressing how energy works from the mental into the universe. More so using the body and your mind as a satellite to project your thoughts and feelings into the universe to basically bring them into fruition. And fear would be called resistance in this metaphor solely because it's not flowing with how you naturally are. So if you're set on a journey and you start to fear something about the journey, that fear will come into fruition more times than not. And that's just my perspective on that one, bro. Time for your segment, bro. Chaos Notes, what you got for me?
Well, I'd like to take a moment and like to remind my younger self that there is a difference between what is true and what is the truth.
What's that difference?
I mean, where you at right now? What city you in right now? I'm in Birmingham. I'm in Birmingham. Y'all can see where I'm at. Y'all know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But the truth is that's just truth right now, because tomorrow I could be anywhere.
Okay.
The truth cannot be changed. What's true can be changed right away.
I like that.
The truth is that I'm King Chaos. We also have to remember that there's a difference between having a choice and making a decision.
Okay, elaborate.
Well, a choice can be changed, and when you make a decision, you are sticking to one path. But the choice can be changed tomorrow. I can say I don't like vegetables, and tomorrow I'll be like, I'm tired of being sick. Let me eat my vegetables. I love them. But when you make a decision to be healthy, it don't matter what you like. You're going to take care of yourself.
Right. Okay. I like that one.
Well, those are just the two notes what I'm saying, I had jot down in the notes, you know what I mean? But
so let's go ahead and wrap this thing up with the, with the curveball and wish the people a great one.
Batter up.
All right. So I got a question for you. And I need a serious answer. What is the age limit on shiesty mask? I seen 50 Cent ask it on social media today. The shit had me rolling, bro.
Hey, man.
Diego was wearing a shiesty mask. It just had to be probably a Vlad interview, I guess. I don't know. But he asked the question. He asking for a friend. What's the age limit on a shiesty mask? Y'all leave y'all answer in the comments.
Oh, man. Listen, first of all, I work outdoors. You hear me? And sometimes it be cold. So I understand. But like there are a lot of fashionable in summertime, springtime shiesty wears. And I believe that there's no age limit. I believe that once the temperature hits like 60, go get you a fucking regular hat. If you just want something on your head. Or get your hair cut or done.
Okay. So let's refine the question.
Yeah.
No weather, strictly fashion. What's the age limit?
Well, I mean, I think there's an age limit on thugging, and it's whenever you decide to grow the fuck up. So I think that's where it's at for me.
Give an age, bro.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It depends on what you got going on. Because the shiesty is only fashionable when the weather permits, and it's still not fashionable. When you walk in the store, you still need to get it up off your face so these people don't feel no type of way.
See, chaos like to beat around the bush sometimes. I'm gonna say, nigga, if you 30 and wearing a shiesty mask just for a fashion statement, that's lame, bro.
I think 25.
Okay. See, now we getting somewhere.
21.
25 to
I think
30, you
21.
wearing a shiesty.
21. If you're going out to the club and trying to get you some, you too grown to be like trying to be a cool thug. Let that shit die in high school.
Right. Okay.
And if you're playing sports, you shouldn't even be thugging.
That part, bro. Like, for real. Hit those books, Dooney.
Books and balls, fool.
Pause. With that being said, yo, this has been the Table of Greatness. As always, great people think with greatness. I'm your host, King Crucial, with your host, King Chaos. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Until the next time, as always, think with greatness.